Hi, everybody. My name is Belinda Wasser, also known as Rocket Girl. Thank you for joining me today. If you're watching live, awesome. If you're joining the replay, welcome. I'm glad to have you. Either way, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments box. Before we sign off today, I'll certainly look and see if anyone who's on live has a question. And for those of you who decide to watch the replay, you can add your questions at any time, and I'll be sure to circle back around and keep track. So I want to welcome you to the Rocket Girl Show today. It's sponsored by the VA Connection. And for those of you who don't know, the VA Connection is a professional online organization with the goal of training, educating, and connecting virtual assistants all over the country. All over the world, whether they, I think we're in like 14 countries now, which is so exciting, whether or not they're already virtual assistants or if they're thinking about joining the ranks. So it's a wonderful place. We have a Facebook group that I want to tell you about right now. We have over 500 members, and the group is packed with videos, articles, and all kinds of information about best practices for virtual assistants, whether they've been in business for a long time or if they're just starting out and trying to figure out if it's for them. There's a couple of ways to find the group. One of them is by going to Facebook and typing in the search bar the Virtual Assistant Connection, and you'll find the group that way. The other way is to use this bit.ly link. So you just go into your browser, and in the search bar at the top or in the URL bar, you'll type bit.ly.vaconnection.com, and you'll be brought right to us. So I hope you'll think about that and join us. It would be great. So today we are going to talk about establishing regular business hours, and this can be a difficult thing when you're just starting out, for sure. And from time to time, you'll need to probably revisit it as you are working over the years. I've been a VA for 9 years now, and I found that in the beginning, the thing that helped me the most was to establish some rules, some sort of rules of the road to keep me where I needed to be. So we all know that on one hand, being a VA, there's so much flexibility. You know, you can set your hours, you can just determine how many hours, which days of the week you want to work, and you can even do it at night, and that's what makes it really wonderful. On the other hand, there is no boss, there are no coworkers most of the time, and everywhere you look in your home, if you're working at home, is a distraction. Piles of laundry, unmade beds, you get the drift. So by making these rules, I was able to help myself get my business started. So the first thing that I did was I sat down and I decided which hours I was going to work and on what days. Then I put it in my calendar. And then the third thing that I did is, it might not seem so obvious, but in some ways it's the most important part of this first rule, and that is to make a commitment. That you're serious about your business, that you're going to sit in your seat, and that these hours will be the hours that you work. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not that there's still not flexibility once you set your hours, because, for example, someone could invite you to a networking meeting on Friday morning, but those are your regular working hours. That's perfectly fine. But what you need to do is make sure that you reschedule those hours so you're still at your desk the same amount of time in order for you to be successful. Of course, there's exceptions, but this is the rule that I use generally, and it's helped me quite a bit. The second thing is what you're going to do with that time. So if you've been a VA for a while and you have some established clients and work, that would be your first priority, to work on your client work. But if you're a new VA and you don't have a lot of work, this is the perfect opportunity to work on your business. So this is the time to learn a new application, to order those business cards you've been thinking about, to finish your website, to think about what services you want to offer. So use this time wisely. But the key to all of this is to create a routine and to stick to it. There's a couple more pieces to this that may or may not occur to you. The first one is that you're also going to have to train your clients. I actually tell my clients the hours that they can expect me to work, which is 9 to 6 Monday through Friday. So sometimes though, I'm working on the weekend and I don't want them to know that because that goes against what I've promised them. I sit down and answer my emails, but I don't send them on Saturday. What I do is I use a scheduling software like the one that's included for free in Gmail, and I schedule these emails to go out Monday morning between 9 and 10 o'clock in the morning. So that way they know that I'm paying attention to them, I'm catching up on time, but they're not emailing me back on the weekend and filling my email inbox up again. The other thing is you're going to have to train your family and friends as well. If they're used to you being at home and being accessible to them, you'll need to talk to them about when you're available and when is an appropriate time to talk to you about things that are going on in the family, but not during your regularly scheduled working hours. Now keep in mind, this is a muscle, just like anything else. So if you find yourself in the kitchen, you've gone down to get a glass of water, and before you know it, you're cleaning the refrigerator, just know that that happens, but don't continue to clean the refrigerator. Stop what you're doing, take a deep breath, and march yourself back down the hall to your desk and get started again. Before you know it, this is going to be you working happily at your desk, committed to a routine with lots of client work if you make the commitment to start doing it today. So I'm going to stop right now, and I'm going to invite you again to our Facebook group by putting this up. And we have some people live here, so I'm going to look and see if there's any comments. And some of our Facebook group members are here, and they say hello and happy Friday. Thank you. It's great to see you here. Thanks for coming. This is awesome. All right, so it doesn't look like we have any specific comments for right now. Let me just switch this back. Okay, so again, I want to remind you to please check out our Facebook group. We'd love to have you, and have a great rest of your day. Thanks for coming. I hope you enjoyed the Rocket Girl Show. I'm Belinda Wasser, Rocket Girl, signing off until next time. Bye-bye.